All right, hello everyone. Hello and welcome. Welcome back. How's everyone today, this lovely 1st of April 2020? Oh boy. We all know what that means. It means that's the start of a new month of awesome gameplay streams, right? Welcome everyone, how you doing? Welcome back. I was off yesterday from streaming, as you know. I certainly hope that you all had a good day, regardless of what you were doing. Who knows what you did? Maybe you hung out with friends or family who are with you right now in our quarantine state. Or maybe you watched some streams, other streamers online yesterday. That's fine if you did. Maybe you headed over to DSPGaming on YouTube. You got caught up on all my recent streams, right? I don't know what you did, but I just hope you had a good time. I hope that you and yours are safe and healthy, okay? Let me tell you what I did yesterday. A lot. I went out and went grocery shopping again. As you know, every Tuesday is when I go do my grocery shopping. And pleased to report that at least here in Washington State, I would say things are starting to get back to a little bit to normal. At least, again, if you're going shopping earlier in the day, it seems like you can pretty much get everything you need. We were running low on paper towels and tissues. I was able to get them. Was it like open selection of the best stuff? No. But I was able to get something. I was able to get all the food ingredients that I needed for the food for the week. Without exception, there were a few times I had to get an off-brand or a brand that I'm not used to. But they did have everything that I needed. Okay? So it was not that bad. Also, I would definitely mention this. Way less people there in the morning. I was there around 8:30 a.m. Way less people there in the morning than there have in the past 2 weeks. So I think people are stopping the whole panicking a little bit, which is good. Although admittedly, a hell of a lot more people now wearing gloves, wearing masks, etc. Not surprising. But you know, all in all, was able to, get in and out and get all the stuff that I needed without much hassle at all. If anything, the one thing I will notice, because I talked to my dad about this yesterday too, prices are higher. You know, I'm noticing probably I'm paying a third more now when I go grocery shopping than when I was, during normal times. I think prices have gone up, or it could be there just aren't as many sales anymore, or it could be that because I need to get all these off brands, right? The things that normally I wouldn't get, they're more expensive. My dad was explaining it. He's like, it's basically supply and demand. Right now, all food and cleaning supplies and everything is in high demand. So you're not going to see sales and stuff on that anymore. It's all going to be like full price, right? So it is what it is. I did not do any kind of panic buying. They did have toilet paper, but I don't need it. I've got enough toilet paper for weeks, to go here. So I did not buy any of the toilet paper that I saw. Oh, look. Hello. What happened? Why am I on screen right now? What happened there? Is there a transparent slide? What was that? What? Okay, hold on. We gotta figure out what that was. Why was there a transparent slide? That was weird. Did one of my fan arts like crash? What was that? That was the one before the Doom fan. All right, hold on a second. I gotta figure this out. I think one of the fan arts crashed. Hold on. Let's see. So I think that was Animal Crossing. Yep. Okay. I know. All right. Let's see here. Let me see here. I can fix it on the fly. Wait, apparently I can't. I guess I deleted it. Oops. That's probably what happened. I think I accidentally deleted the fan art. Let me replace it here. Here we go. Alright, that should fix it. Alright, I know exactly what happened. Alright. I know exactly what happened there. So that was Animal Crossing fan art, and when I downloaded it, I had accidentally downloaded it to an incorrect folder. Yeah, I had it downloaded to an incorrect folder, and I selected it from that folder to be in the fan art, but then I was cleaning up my files, and I must have accidentally, well, not accidentally, but I probably deleted it, not thinking, oh, this is the wrong spot or whatever. That's weird because I guess it was doing that all morning, right? Because I think I deleted that last night. So, no big deal. I got rid of it. Yeah, he says, we saw you a few times on pre-stream with that slide. No worries. Yeah, as you can see, I'm just sitting here, relaxing, talking with you guys. Every once in a while, checking stuff on my phone. There's nothing to hide behind the pre-stream. But I fixed it. So there you go. What's weird is that instead of just skipping it, that it just shows it like transparent. That's kind of weird. But anyway, let's get back on subject. So, yes, I was pleased to see that yesterday I was able to get everything I needed. It wasn't that big of a hassle. I would say this, people were a lot less panicked. I think now we've been in kind of a lockdown quarantine for 3 weeks now. I'm trying to think. It was about 2.5 weeks now. And we all know we're expecting at least another month of this, if not longer. So we all knew what was coming. We all know what to expect. I think people are stopping. Like, they're not freaking out as much anymore. At first, it was like a giant panic. Oh, my God. And now people are kind of settling into the lifestyle. Although, admittedly, some people were like, damn, when are kids going back to school? And when is this happening? When is that happening? But, it is what it is for now, right? So, I got that done yesterday. Had a few other things I had to do out and about, which were, necessary things. Like, we're running out of certain other things. Like, I couldn't get any cleaner at the grocery store. They had none. That's one of the things I think is fucking stupid. They're still out of cleaner. Like, why can't I clean my house? Oh, because everyone panic bought all the fucking household cleaner like morons. So, I ended up having to go to a drugstore that, not the one right here that I live near, but I had to go to a drugstore that was a little bit further off, and they ended up having like a ton of supply of everything, including this good household cleaner and everything. So I was able to grab it from there. One thing that's really annoying. Okay. One thing that's really, really annoying. So, there's things that are unavoidable. Doesn't matter if there's a pandemic or whatever. Some people have, the requirement to go to a doctor or have ongoing testing go on, etc. All right? Without giving any personal details, I had to go to a doctor's office yesterday. And most doctor's offices are completely closed. All right, even for testing. And so instead of going somewhere where we normally would go, which would have been like 10 minutes away, we had to drive like 45 minutes away. And that's fucking stupid. You're in a pandemic, all right? Let's make it so people have to actually drive further and go further for their standard medical care. Doesn't make any sense, does it? It was so crazy because we're like, all right, so normally we would go here. We can't go here now. Where the hell do we go? And we start looking like, well, the closest one is 45 minutes away. So we ended up spending, no lie, about 2 hours on the road yesterday to do a standard medical test. A test that normally would be something in our normal routine, that wouldn't take any extra time out of our day or whatever. And it's frustrating. It's frustrating. This is how the American medical care system works. That, oh, look, there's an emergency, so let's close everything. Like, what? Pretty stupid, isn't it? So, it is what it is. The thing is, the longer you're out on the roads, the more risk there is, just for everyone. You might say, oh, risk of the virus. I don't even mean that. I just mean people that are out there now are all on like edge. You know what I mean? Like they're all on edge. They're all like driving like nutcases. We saw 2 people veering in and out of traffic like crazy assholes. Like literally putting everyone's life at risk for what? What are they racing towards? I don't know. So it's pretty confusing. What's going on, out there, how people are behaving during this thing, and making people travel further to do basic things that are required for life is probably not a good idea. You want people to stay home as much as possible. Trust me, if I could have stayed home all day long yesterday, I would have. But I had to go out. I had to go grocery shopping. I had to resupply things I couldn't get there. And then I had to go to a doctor's office. And it's like, that's frustrating to me that, I personally would love to stay home as much as possible. And even I couldn't, So I can just imagine these people out there who are irresponsible, who just go out and are out all day for no fucking reason. Like as I've said, my wife has said many times, people coming into these grocery stores that have other departments. Oh, we have a home department. We have a clothing department. Oh, I'm here shopping for sneakers today. It's like, there's a fucking pandemic, you idiot. What are you doing here shopping for fucking sneakers? It just didn't make any sense. It's just stupidity. And this is how these people are. Why do you think that we have the situation we have? Because no one took it seriously, and then boom. So plus we're not protected. We're not protected at all from anything like this. We weren't ready for it. We weren't prepared. We didn't have the supplies. We didn't have the means. And when you say, oh, everyone's under lockdown, but then everyone can just go out whenever they want anyway, it's kind of stupid. But I digress. My day yesterday was busy. All right. Got some good food. We actually ordered out from a local business again, that we had never ordered out from before. It was an Asian, kind of like Asian fusion, where they had Japanese food, but they also had Chinese food. So we ordered some stuff from there, and it was quite good. We were very pleased. In fact, they gave us like a ginormous amount of food. I get the feeling the place needed the business badly. And so we ordered from them, and they gave us like insane amounts of food for the amount of money we paid. I was like, this is crazy how much they just gave us. So that was nice. Outside of that, I did talk to my parents. I know a lot of people have been worried about my parents, including me, since I told you guys last week about, first of all, they're in the age range that's very high risk for COVID. They both have pre-existing medical conditions that put them at risk. Even though my father insists he doesn't, he's trying to fool himself. Yes, if I just keep telling myself I don't have a medical condition, it'll magically go away. Okay, Dad. But it makes me nervous. It does. It absolutely makes me nervous because they're both they're both living in the hot zone. Because of stupid New York that absolutely exploded with this thing. I mean, exponential growth of this fucking virus in New York State. And of course, now Connecticut is in the hot zone. They're right there next to New York. And because people spilling over from New York, yeah, it's spreading into Connecticut badly. I'm nervous. I talked to them. They said, no, we don't have it. We're all right. I was like, okay, but understand, you got to keep washing your hands. You got to make sure you're protected. And, you see any symptoms like this of what they're saying, you got to go to the doctor, / hospital. You can't fuck around. So I hope they listen. But again, my parents are very stubborn and they do whatever they want. So I have no idea if they're actually going to heed my advice or not. I can't really control it. I am incredibly nervous about them. So, whew. I certainly hope that they're okay. I don't know how long this thing's going to last, but it's funny because when this whole thing started a couple weeks ago, I was in the hot zone. I was like, oh, Seattle's a hot zone, right? And now things are like actually calming down here, and it's over there on the East Coast in that New York area. New York, New Jersey, and now Connecticut and all those states over there are getting destroyed by this thing. And I'm like, fuck. I'm really worried. So hopefully things are going to be all right. Anyway, so that was my day off, and then I came home. Well, we came home from having to be out. We had some food. We relaxed a bit, and then in reality, you would think it's my day off. It's time to relax, right? I wish, but everyone on the planet wanted something from me yesterday. I'm not even kidding. Like, I had to get documents together for my bankruptcy thing. I had to get documents together for my tax filing for this year. I had to answer emails. It was like, I'm supposed to be off, and today seems like I'm busier than I am on normal fucking days with all this other stuff. The good news is, though, that I got a ton of stuff done. So that's good. I got a ton of stuff done, and I'm hoping now that this week I won't be bothered by it. Because this week there's a lot of stuff I'd like to do, in particular for the stream. So here's some positive updates, everybody. All right, first of all, a lot of people have really enjoyed the whole deal with the vest. Okay? You guys seem to like the whole vest thing going on. And, you know, that's cool that you guys like the vest thing. But some people have been saying, well, now since the vest is in effect, and it seems to be a running thing, could we get a vest emote? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I've been given 2 vest emotes by someone. They look pretty damn good. I have to decide between them. One of them I'm wearing the cowboy hat, and one of them I'm not. So I'm kind of looking between them like, damn, I wonder which vest emote I should use and which one people would like more than the other. So I'm working on that, and that is going to be added later this week. More than likely like Thursday, Friday-ish, depending on when I get time to do it. Not today. Today I'll be busy. My wife's home, so we're going to spend more time together. So that's coming this week, the vest emote. And that's going to probably make up for the Bottle Crunch emote, which we no longer need. Because why do I have a Bottle Crunch emote when I'm not drinking bottled water anymore, right? So that's coming up. Now, in addition to that, this week is my birthday week. Coming up, well, it's actually Monday is my birthday. And normally, I would have already had decorations up in the office. I do not, okay? I was so busy yesterday, like I said, half the day I was out. And then I ended up doing all this other work and shit that I really didn't want to do on my day off, but I had to. And, you know, basically my wife and I were it was like 9:30 p.m. And we're like, all right, are you ready to decorate the office, honey? It's like, I don't think so. I think we're just going to fucking relax finally and sit down and have a good night rather than go, you know, decorating the office. So, we have not decorated yet. I am going to decorate tonight. Tonight after the streams, Kat and I are going to decorate the office, and so it'll be decorated for the birthday stuff, you know, for the coming weekend, which is good. I know that you guys like when I dress up the office festive for different events and stuff, and you guys really liked the past 2 years when I kind of decorated it for my birthday, so I hope that you guys are looking forward to that, okay? That'll be starting later tonight. Probably, I doubt it'll be in time for the late stream. Probably after the late stream is when we'll do it, but we'll see. Maybe we will have time. Maybe I'll do it between the streams. I don't know. We'll figure it out, okay? So, first of all, yes, the vest emote is coming this week. Probably Thursday, Friday-ish. And then number 2, yes, I am going to decorate the office for my birthday stuff coming up. And that's going to be probably at the latest tonight. So you'll see it on stream starting tomorrow. Okay? And that's going to run through my birthday. Speaking of which, let's talk about the schedule. So you guys know exactly what to expect this week. Good week this week. We've got concluding playthroughs. We've got new game playthroughs. We've got chill streams. We've got a lot of fun stuff coming up. All right, so let's talk. First of all, today, this stream right now, this is the conclusion of my 10th anniversary run of Mass Effect 2. Incidentally, only my second playthrough of the game ever. I only played it as a new release. That was it. I never played it again. But I really enjoyed playing through the game the second time for a few reasons. First of all, let's face it, direct capture, oh my god, way better, you know, visuals, audio, and the interaction with you guys has made the playthrough way better, in my opinion. Number 2, the Renegade choices have been funny as hell. Some of the Renegade ways to do stuff in the game are outstandingly cool. And even though, obviously, the first time I would have wanted to do it, I would have wanted to do it as the Paragon way, which I did 10 years ago. It was really cool this time around to go through the game and re-experience it with the, you know, the dark choices or whatever. Okay? So I really did enjoy this playthrough. And I want to say thank you to all of you who joined me all along the way for it. I know I've been playing this over a month at this point. Okay? So, you know, it's good stuff. I'm excited for the conclusion of Mass Effect 2 today. Now, here's the thing. I've only got like 2... Oh, the other thing is that I wanted to say, this playthrough has all the DLCs in it, right? Like, this playthrough included the Arrival DLC, Overlord, Firewalker, and Shadow Broker. So all 4 DLCs were included in the playthrough, when originally when I played this game, those DLCs weren't out. So it felt kind of disjointed to see those DLCs later on after I had already beaten the game. But that's the good thing about it now is, we were able to see those DLCs as a part of the ongoing playthrough. I feel it actually made it quite fun. All right, so here's the thing. There's only 2 major quests left in the game from what I'm to understand. There's one quest that's leading into the final one, and then there's the final one. Now, I particularly remember the final quest is a crazy gauntlet, plus all kinds of story developments and things. You have to choose certain crew members to do certain things in order so that they survive and stuff. So it's going to be interesting. I don't know how long it's going to take. I would guess probably at least 2 hours of gameplay. Now, typically my streams are 3 to 3.5 hours of gameplay. So let's see. If I end up finishing early, that's okay. If I finish early, what we'll do is we'll just hang out for a little bit. We'll do maybe some Q&A, have some fun discussion, and go from there. Rather than focus on, let's just end quickly or anything. I'd like to stick around, hang out with you guys if we do finish early. So let's see how it goes today. Okay, guys? Later tonight, my late stream will be my weekly Warzone stream. You guys seem to like Warzone. I've only played it twice before. Quite frankly, with me, I'm kind of like, meh. I don't hate it. I don't love it. It just kind of is. So if this is something you guys like to see me do, I'll continue to do it. So we got a Warzone session tonight. 2 hours of Warzone. Okay? Tomorrow is up in the air. I have 2 options for tomorrow's stream. All right? I can either check out the multiplayer of Doom Eternal, which at this point I have not had a chance to play yet. I know the game's been out for a week and a half. I've not had a chance to touch it yet because it took me, 20 hours to beat the campaign because it was such a long game. Not that I'm complaining. It was, a good game. So I'm glad that I got, my time and money was worth out of it there. So I could do that, but that's, as a major stream for that, I don't know. Or we could do another major stream of Neo 2 and try to get more progress in the game. As you know, I'm barely a third into the game. And people are like, damn, Phil, it seems like you're going to take you forever to play this game. I kind of agree. Just because of the way that everything's going on with new releases and everything right now, there's not much I can do about it. I am trying to play Neo 2 as much as I can. Okay? So if you guys want to see more Neo 2, we can do that instead. And I think that'll be some major progress in the game. So it's up to you. I'm going to see what you guys say over the course of today. If you guys would prefer to see Doom Eternal multiplayer, I'll play that. If you would prefer to see Neo 2, I'll do that. It seems like there's a split. Because some people are like, man, I'd like to see the Doom multiplayer because I didn't see it at all. And others are like, nah, the Doom multiplayer is terrible. Everyone's saying that the multiplayer is really bad. Compared to Doom 2016, they just didn't give a shit. And they screwed it all up. It's really not worth playing. So, there seems to be a split. I'm going to continue to take your feedback today, and I'll make my determination later tonight on what I'm doing on tomorrow's main stream, okay? Tomorrow night, Thursday night, it's more Animal Crossing New Horizons. First time I'm playing it now in a while, because I think the last time I played it was Saturday. And the good news is there's a lot of developments in the game. First of all, April 1st officially is a spring month in the game, and that means that a lot of springtime things are going to happen. For what I'm to understand, cherry blossom trees and things are available. I don't know if they just automatically happen, or if you need to plant them. I don't know. I'm sure I'll ask my wife later today and she'll tell me all about it because she's been playing it, right? But also today is the beginning of the Bunny Day event. Now the Bunny Day event runs for 12 days. Essentially what it is, it's Easter, but I don't think they want to say Easter because in certain territories Easter is considered a religious holiday. So they're calling it Bunny Day in the game. This is the first major event in Animal Crossing. And this is one where there's going to be Easter eggs apparently hidden all over the island, and you can craft all kinds of Easter-related things that are egg-related, bunny-related, etc. Okay? So, I'm interested very much to see what happens and changes with the special event, because I've never done a special event. Obviously, I've only played Animal Crossing 4 times so far, so I don't know anything about how this stuff works. So we're going to be checking that out on Thursday night. My wife already will have been playing it, so maybe we'll already see some Easter-related stuff, integrated into the game. It should be pretty good, right? I hope you guys are excited for that. So, that's Thursday night. Friday, it's a big new premiere game that's apparently a very polarizing game. It's Resident Evil 3 Remake, okay? It's very polarizing, apparently for a couple reasons. First of all, the game is short. Everyone played Resident Evil 2 Remake last year and enjoyed the fact that the game had two-sided campaign, each campaign lasting 5 to 7 hours. Plus, you know, some people went back and did challenge runs and stuff on harder difficulties. So, people got a lot of replayability out of Resident Evil 2 Remake. Apparently, Resident Evil 3 Remake is only 5 to 7 hours long, and there's only one side of the campaign, and you're done forever. There's no reason to go back and play it again. So, considering the fact they're charging the same amount of money for this game as Resident Evil 2 Remake, I can definitely understand why people are upset. Alright? The other thing is, they did include a new mode called Resistance, which is a multiplayer mode in Resident Evil 3 Remake. So, that's cool. But at the same time, when that thing launched with beta a week and a half ago, it didn't work. It was crashing constantly, connections were failing, and that was a week and a half ago. Do you really think in a week and a half they fixed the whole thing? I doubt it. So I guess we have to see what's going to happen. Now, in addition to all of that, a third thing that all the reviews seem to be saying is that Nemesis, who is this, you know, always, it's a feeling of always following you. He's a presence. He's always there ready to try to catch you or stalk you in Resident Evil 3, right? Apparently in the remake, he's really been downgraded. Instead of being this ever-threatening presence that can kill you, in Resident Evil 3 Remake, he basically just shows up for like, oh my god, there's a kid screaming outside. See, that's not a baby, that's my neighbor's kid screaming outside. You guys heard that? Maybe that's what you guys heard last week when I was playing Warzone. Hear him? He's out there screaming. And by the way, we hear this all the fucking time now because of the quarantine. We hear this screaming all day, every day. Anyway, you know, if you're like, nice lie. Yeah, nice lie. Yeah, right. That's a kid. I think their kid's like 2-3 years old, and he's always screaming. But anyway, so the other thing is apparently Nemesis has now been downgraded to basically only show up in predetermined set pieces and boss fights and things like that. Like basically, Nemesis is not an ongoing threat in the game at all. He only shows up in a few predetermined segments. And even though people are like, yeah, some of those segments come out of nowhere and they do give you some jump scares, apparently it's not as good as it was in the first Resident Evil 3, the original. Okay? For the way that he's integrated into the game. A lot of people are disappointed, apparently. Okay? So, hey, it is what it is. If it's good, it's good. If it's not, it's not. We're going to find out because I'm playing it on Friday. All right? And since it sounds like it's so short, chances are I'm going to beat it within 2 sessions. Okay? Excuse me. So this Friday, the premiere of Resident Evil 3 Remake. All right? Friday night, my weekly throwback Street Fighter session. Should be really fun. I love doing the throwback Street Fighter stuff. Saturday, more Resident Evil 3 Remake on the main stream. Okay? Then Saturday night, it'll be more Animal Crossing New Horizons. And then on Sunday, we'll take a break from the Resident Evil. More than likely, I'll probably have beaten the story anyway, if it is as short as people are saying. And I'm going to be doing Neo 2 on Sunday. Okay? Then Sunday night, will be my weekly Morrowind chill stream. Last week, we went off questing and did a lot of fun questing. A lot of progress in Morrowind. Okay? And we're going to continue on with that next week. We're going to see if we can keep that up. Okay? And then on Monday, here's what I'm thinking. We'll check out Resident Evil 3. Well, first of all, if I haven't beaten the campaign of Resident Evil 3 for whatever reason, we'll finish it up on Monday. And then we'll do Resident Evil 3 Resistance, which is the multiplayer of Resident Evil 3. Okay? So, that'll be on Monday. Okay? That'll be the main stream. And then Monday night, more Minecraft chill fun. Hopefully we'll be utilizing a lot of the ingredients and things that we grabbed last week, or Monday night, on the stream. And we'll be able to use this for building stuff and doing useful stuff. We'll find out. I'm not sure what we're doing this week, but we'll find out. Okay? So, good stuff coming up this week. We've got the conclusion of Mass Effect 2 right now. We've got the continuation of Neo 2. We got a brand new game of Resident Evil 3 Remastered Remake. I may just beat the whole thing over the weekend and be one of the quickest playthroughs I've ever done because there's not much to the game. Plus the ongoing chill stuff, right? All right. This coming week, Tuesday's my day off. I'll be back on Wednesday. And, oh, excuse me. You know what? I screwed everything up. You want to know why I screwed everything up? Because I just realized I wanted to play Animal Crossing on my birthday, which is Monday. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to shuffle the night streams around. Man, I feel stupid because I just told you guys the whole schedule and it's wrong because I completely forgot about this. I'm being very stupid. Let's try this again. Today, Mass Effect 2, Warzone. Tomorrow, Neo 2, and Animal Crossing. That's all correct. Friday, Resident Evil 3 Remaster, Street Fighter. That's correct. Saturday, Resident Evil 3 Remaster or Remake and Morrowind. Okay? Sunday, Neo 2 and Minecraft. I know this order is different. Usually Minecraft is on Monday. All right? And then on Monday, it'll be Resident Evil 3 Remake multiplayer and the conclusion of the plot if I haven't beaten it yet. And then Monday night will be Animal Crossing. All right, you might say, well, why is Monday night going to be Animal Crossing? Well, that's going to be because, guess what? Monday's my birthday. And from my understanding, if you play Animal Crossing on your birthday, it's really good. Like, there's a lot to do. There's special birthday-themed events and things that happen in the game on your birthday. So I'm going to want to play Animal Crossing on my birthday. Okay? Oh, plus, my wife's making me a nice birthday cake that day. So it'll be maybe nice. Maybe what I'll do, I'll have a piece of cake on stream as we play Animal Crossing Monday night. That would be pretty cool, right? That would be pretty cool. A cool way to end the streaming week. A big birthday celebration in Animal Crossing. Okay? So, that's what we're going to do. I'm sorry that I completely forgot and I didn't, again, I'm just coming back from break. We are reordering the night streams this week in order to make it so that we can play Animal Crossing on Monday. Okay? So, good stuff. Hope you guys are excited. I'm excited. And it should be a good time. Hopefully, it should be a good time. All right? Then on Tuesday, I am off from streaming. When I come back on Wednesday, all right, I'm not sure what I'm doing. More than likely Neo 2. And then Wednesday night will be Warzone. Thursday, I'm probably doing more Neo 2. Because what I'm thinking is do a couple back-to-back streams of it, get some good progress in it. And then that Friday, it's the release of Final Fantasy VII Remake. And I'm just being very honest with all of you guys, all right? I see myself getting immersed in Final Fantasy VII Remake for like a week. Not to say that I'm going to play it every single day. But, number one, it's Final Fantasy. Classic Final Fantasy, which I really like. And I told you guys I loved the combat of classic Final Fantasy VII. It was really the plot I didn't like. This time around, they've redone the plot. You know what I mean? Like, they've added so much to the game. Everyone's reporting and saying this game's going to be amazing. So I'm, like, actually getting way more hyped for it now that we're getting close to it. And I can see myself, really getting excited and wanting to play this almost every day. Especially if it's as long as people are saying. If it ends up being, like, 60 hours long, 80 hours long, I'm definitely going to want to play this. A lot. Okay? So, I guess we're going to see. All right? Let's see. But I'm excited for it, and I could definitely, get into it a lot, especially if there's a lot of side content and a lot of good stuff. So, that's how I'm going to approach it. It's going to be the main focus. More than likely what I'll do, I'll probably do like 2 days of Final Fantasy VII and then break it up with 1 day of Neo 2, and kind of follow that pattern until I get bored or unless I want to just play more, right? So I guess we'll see. Now, some other things, guys, before we move on. I know this is going to be a long pre-stream. Viewers' Choice event is in effect. You guys can now vote on what games you want to see in the Viewers' Choice event, all right? The top 2 games are going to make it into the Viewer's Choice event. And you might say, wait, what? Why? Take a look at how many subs we got, guys. We received a very generous 75 gifted subs. Holy shit. Okay. And pretty crazy that happened because it allowed us to hit the tier 2 sub goal for the month at last minute, but we did it. And now the top 2 games in the poll are going to be full playthroughs. So that means starting, second half of this month, we're going to determine what these games are, and I'm going to start playing at least one of them, okay? Among other things. There's other things that I want to do this month. Maybe I'll play the Control DLC that I held off on for now. Maybe we'll check out Trials of Mana. I don't know what I'm doing for the second half of the month yet. That's a ways off. But I'm excited. I'm excited to see what you guys vote for. So please vote in the Viewer's Choice event. You can do that by typing !! Viewer's Choice in the stream chat, or a link will actually pop up every 20 minutes or so, okay? So, let's see. Let's see how this goes. So that's exciting. Now, we are currently in the month of April. And you might say, well, that's great, Phil. We're in the month of April. What's the sub goal for this month? Now, wait a minute. You know, we just received 75 gifted subs, folks. 75. We know those subs are going to dip. We know it's going to probably be around the end of April. All right. But in addition, I know for a fact there were a lot of gifted subs that happened in the month of March early on as well. That's how we hit the tier 1 sub goal, if you remember. Okay. So I think it would be pretty irresponsible of me right now to set up a sub goal and say, oh, we're at 721 subs. Oh, let's set the goal for 775 subscriptions, right? Well, how realistic is that? Let's be honest here. Not very realistic. Especially with chances are that we're going to dip a ton of subscriptions within the next, 1 to 2 weeks, and it's going to be completely unobtainable. That wouldn't be fair, all right? So I'm very strongly leaning against doing a sub goal for April. I'm just being honest. I'm very strongly leaning against it. I don't think it makes sense to do one at this point. All right. Because we're going to have such big sub, reductions. I'm thinking maybe once it levels out by the end of April, then maybe we can come back to doing it. And I do have a few ideas. I do have a few ideas of what I want to do. One is a marathon. We haven't done a marathon in a while. So it could be a few things. It could be a retrospective event. It could be a indies. It could be a rageathon, right? It could be any of those things. You guys seem to like those kind of events when we do them. So I'm not sure yet. But I'm thinking that could be some good events that we could do. If let's say we set up the sub goal for May and we hit it, and then we can set it up for like May or June to do those. Okay. Viewer's Choice is going to go on hold for a while because now we're going to have not one but 2 Viewer's Choice games to play. So that's definitely going to go on hold for a bit. Okay. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. No, Dacky Smurf, there is no marathon this week. He's like, is there a birthday week celebration marathon? No. I've got a ton of stuff I'm already working on. There's no need for a marathon, right? A special marathon or anything like that. We're just going to have fun streams this week together. Okay? Good stuff. Okay. All right. All right. I think we've covered a lot, guys. That was a lot of stuff to talk about on the pre-stream. I hope it sounds good. So, now without further ado, let's move on to the second segment of the pre-stream. By the way, I'm going to turbo through this because it's already 11:25. I'm like, holy shit. All right, so here's the deal. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for 11 awesome years of support, allowing me to be a content creator. And in the past 3 years, thank you for allowing me to be a full-time live streamer. Because I feel that the full-time live streams are far more fun and far more meaningful because of our interaction than any of those on-demand videos on YouTube used to be. I'm just being honest, okay? You guys have been amazingly supportive, and I appreciate that. You guys know that it's your crowdfunding support during these live streams that allows me to keep doing what I'm doing, and I'm super grateful, and thank you in advance for that because it's amazing, I also realize I'm one of the luckiest people on planet Earth because not only do I get to do what I love for a living, right, but I get to keep doing it during this whole mess that the world is in right now. I get to still be here on stream every day. I get to, stream for you guys constantly and do these fun interactive streams that give you guys, some distraction from all that negativity and stress of the real world. And I appreciate you guys. Every day I'm getting positive messages from people saying, Phil, thank you so much for still being here. You were a really positive influence on me today. I had a ton of fun on your stream, and it made me feel good at a time when a lot of bad stuff's going on. And that's the whole point, okay? That's the whole point of what I do. That's the whole point of why I'm here, all right? So, please, guys, if you like what I do, you want to see it continue, please consider contributing on today's stream. But, however, understand contributions are completely optional. They are not mandatory. My stream is free here on twitch.tv, I consider it you guys going above and beyond standard, being a standard viewer if you contribute. And I appreciate that, okay? So how do you contribute? You can check out my Patreon at patreon.com/darksidephil. And by the way, if you did contribute to my Patreon in March, FYI, in the next couple of days, I'll be checking that out and sending out the information about how you can get your perks, all right, for the month. You can check out my Teespring at teespring.com/stores/DSPGaming. Buy some merch. That helps me out and you get a cool collectible. Or if you're here live on the stream and you want some interaction with me, you can either cheer with bits, subscribe to the channel, or tip me during the stream. And I'll give you a live shout out as long as your message is abiding by the rules and regulations of the stream. Okay? So thank you for that. Thank you for even considering it. As you guys can see at the top of the screen, there's a stream stats leaderboard that I update for things like top cheerer and top tipper of the day. That's another way to get recognized. There's also an integrated leaderboard in Twitch that tracks top cheerers and top sub gifters of the week. Yet another way to get recognized. So, out of all these methods of contribution, the best way you can contribute is by tipping me. Reason being, when you tip me, I get those funds immediately, and I can put them towards important things. Right now, this week, I got to buy Resident Evil 3 Remake, and of course, all the things that I have to pay coming up early on in the month. There's one major payment I got to make of a standard bill coming up. So, that's what your tips help with, okay? So, please consider tipping if you can. How do you tip? Below the stream, there's a tips jar button, or you can click exclamation point. You can type exclamation point tip into the stream chat. They bring you to my PayPal tips page. There you can either use a registered PayPal account, or you can actually use a debit or credit card to leave a tip. If you don't see that option, you need to load the fully loaded desktop version of the site to get those options to show up, okay? If you are considering contributing today, please do your best to protect your identity. There are a lot of people out there on the internet that sadly are out to get people just because they can. If they could find your personal information on your social media, etc., they'll use that against you and they'll harass you online. If you're going to contribute today, I strongly recommend you don't use your real name or anything tied to your social media presence. Instead, for example, if you're going to tip me, you could use a made-up name, or you could say anonymous, and it works just as well. And I'm still going to give you a shout-out, and no one will know that it's you. Okay? I have to follow all the rules and regulations of twitch.tv. Please understand that. I'm streaming on their business, and therefore I have to, you can't just say and do whatever I want. I have to abide by their rules. In addition, I have my own rules. I like to maintain a chill vibe on the streams. What that means is that I want the stream to be a place where we can all hang out and enjoy games together, but also escape the stresses of the real world. I want this to be kind of a haven where we don't have to worry about all the shit going on outside the stream, but instead could just have a good time together today. And because of that, there's a few rules and regulations that I have in effect. First of all, we don't bring up politics and religion on my streams because I feel that those are topics that derail the stream entirely. In a gameplay stream, they really don't have any bearing unless we're talking about a game that has religious or political overtones to the plot. Then it's okay, all right? In addition, because of the entire worldwide pandemic going on right now and the fact that we're pretty much bombarded constantly 24/7 with news about it, I want to keep down discussion of that on the streams to a minimum, okay? Listen, I understand it's the biggest thing going on the planet right now and probably will be the biggest thing going on for a while. At that same time, we're already being so stressed out about it that I want this to be a place where people can kind of relax and not have to think about it. So I'm not going to ban outright discussion about it on the streams, but at the same time, please keep it to a minimum and don't derail the stream talking about it constantly. Fair enough? All right. Also, I'm well aware there's tons of people on the internet who are messed up and basically toxic, negative people. All they want to do is constantly insult and defame me and then have this weird cult-like mentality of people following them who then come after me, which they don't even realize. They're very irresponsible people because the reason that they defame me and my family members every day is because they get positivity out of it for themselves, whether it's views on YouTube or they make money doing it. They think it's funny to do it at my expense because then I get harassed constantly in real life by people because they think that it's okay to do so when it's not. All right? These people have no morality. They have no conscience. They don't give a fuck. They just think it's funny and they can get away with it, so let's do it. I know these people exist. I don't care. There's nothing I can do about it to stop them because I'm not rich and I can't sue them all for defamation. So instead, we just make it a strict policy. We don't talk about it on the streams. These streams are meant to be positive fun for all of you. And if we do bring up these negative people, two things happen. First of all, we derail the positivity of the stream, which I don't want to do. I want to keep it a positive place. All right. And then in addition to that, I really feel that we're just gonna, again, kind of derail. Excuse me. We're gonna derail and give attention to those negative people if we bring them up. And that's why we're not gonna do it. Okay? Not allowed, against the rules. Thank you for understanding. All right, I just ran through most of the pre-stream incredibly quickly. So let's now get to the shout-outs, the final segment of the pre-stream. Okay? All right, so a couple things that came in as contributions during my day off. We had Corn Chi, who resubscribed for 42 months. That is 42 straight months of support from Corn Chi. Thank you very much, Corn Chi, for that. And then Jokes, etc. gifted a sub to All Sham No Wow for 4 months. Thank you guys very much for the support. We also had Gazi0018, who subscribed to the channel this morning. Thank you, Gazi, for the sub. So we start off with a $1 tip from the one who gifted 75, saying, how was your reaction to my generous donation of 75 subs? It's time for go for the tier 3 sub goal. Well, first of all, there's no tier 3 sub goal. The month's over. So there's no tier 3 sub goal for March. If indeed you are the person who gifted the 75 subs, which I have no way to verify because it was done anonymously, thanks so much. I mean, not only is that helping out the channel tremendously, but also people were super happy. They just were. They were like, wow, this is awesome. Now I'm going to have a sub for the whole month. Phil's doing all this cool new release stuff this month. This is going to be excellent that I got a sub. So, 2 different viewers' choice playthroughs are going to happen because of this. It was just positivity all around. So thank you very much if you are the person who actually did that. I can't confirm if you are or not. All right. Captain K-Man did a 100-bit cheer. He says, yeah, pimp. No, he says, no, Phil. I've seen you a few times in pre-stream with that slide. No worry, nothing bad shown. Yeah, what happened was, like I said, that piece of Animal Crossing artwork, I had downloaded it to the wrong folder on my computer. And then I selected it anyway, so it was showing up for a few days in the pre-stream rotation. But then yesterday, I was cleaning up my computer a bit. And I realized, oh shit, I deleted it, and so therefore it was showing just me sitting here on the pre-stream. So I fixed it. So that's fine. What were you gonna see? I'm sitting here. I'm literally sitting here reading the laptop. You know what I mean? Like reading stuff from the laptop, doing the pre-stream. There was nothing to see anyway. Trust me, I learned my lesson, as they say. Lost in Notion tipped me $2. Says, can we get a tip skull to wear the vest shirtless? Absolutely not. Because if I did that, I would be banned from Twitch, and I need to have a place to make a living. In addition to that, I'm pretty sure my wife would be pretty upset because that's stuff that we save for each other, being that we're married. Okay. I would not want to show off my chest to anyone but my wife. She's probably the only person that would want to see it. So there you go. Okay. Thank you for the $2 tip. Lost in Notion. Captain K-Man cheered again. He says, you see that PUBG is updated with a fantasy royal game. Wizards and Barbarians. Please try it. No. I didn't see that. I guess I'm glad I didn't. Then again, if you didn't notice, today's April 1st. So if they announced that today, it's probably an April Fool's joke that's not real. I'm just saying. Snow Carl cheered. He says, welcome back, Phil. Based on your pandemic observations, what's your judgment on the average person? I don't know. I don't think the average person's out and about. I think the average person is at home trying to keep this thing at bay. Being very honest here. I think the average person, you go out when you need to. Like I said, I went to the supermarket yesterday. It was much better. People were not panicking. People were being very orderly and being nice to each other. There was stock again on everything that was important. I actually forgot to mention this. The whole store had bottled water. There was bottled water of every kind in the store again. Because people finally stopped panic buying and they put all these limitations in place where you can only buy like 1 or 2 packs anyway. So finally the whole store was stocked with water for the first time in like 3 weeks. So it was good. It actually was not something negative. However, I'll be honest, during the day when Kat and I had to go out and do stuff, it was crazy. The people, like I said, we saw people driving like complete and utter fucking assholes. The roads were still full. Like, where are all these people going? I don't know. But it is what it is, I guess. I can't tell you what people are doing or why they're doing it, but I would just hope that All our efforts are working, I hope. Continuing on, DRS Gangsta did a 95-bit cheers. Says, the new mod view is great. Came out yesterday. It makes it much easier to moderate. It's like having RoboCop's helmet on. Really? See, I don't know what you mean because I'm not looking at mod view. I'm just looking at the standard stream chat, and I'm going to keep doing this, you know, unless I actually have to use mod view for something. I don't even know what the difference is. But yeah, apparently this new thing came out for moderators. I don't exactly know what it is, but I guess we'll try to figure this out. I don't know. By the way, I should bring this up. DRS Gangsta and King Gokin. I am going to promote you guys to full-time mods later this week. I was going to do it earlier in the week, but I'm just so busy that later this week I should have some time, you know, at night to, I'll send you some emails with some information about it, okay? So that's coming up this week. Ish O the Sicko cheered and says, Aye, I'm on April 7th. Team Mary's, or Marie's, looking forward to the birthday stream. I have no idea what any of that meant besides looking forward to the birthday stream. Thank you for the cheer, though. Rob took me $5. He said, I saw your tweet this morning. I agree, I don't like April Fool's Day at the best of times. Yeah, so you might have noticed, I haven't mentioned April Fool's at all, even though today is April 1st. I haven't mentioned April Fool's at all on my stream, and you don't plan on seeing me mention it. Here's why. We're in the midst of a worldwide pandemic, and everyone is on edge and stressed out. I don't feel that we need to start fucking with people. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like it anyway, usually. When people are messing with people like that, I think that it's kind of annoying anyway, although I'll tolerate it. But personally now, we're at a time when everyone is already stressed to the max. Do we really need to be fucking with people? Oh, this is funny. You know, I see people posting dumb shit up. I'm like, this is not funny. It's not the time to do this stupid shit. I think people need to be more responsible and realize that at certain times it's just not time for that stuff. I'm not saying that, oh, there's no times that we can ever joke and we'll never have a return to normalcy. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying right now, it's not the time for it. You know, let's wait it out and let's return to that stuff when it's appropriate. Right now, it's not. Okay. PW Doves to me $1.30, asking about if someone killed her husband. I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. So I'm going to say, I have no idea, and thank you for the $1.30 tip. Okay. Let me get this added to the total tips for the day. Okay. Honest fan cheers, are you excited to play Deus Ex? They say every time it gets mentioned, someone reinstalls... I don't know. It says, you think Death Stranding predicted the current virus situation? Am I excited to play Deus Ex? I don't know. Will I be playing Deus Ex? I'm not aware that that's a lock anywhere. I liked both Deus Ex games that I played. I never played the original, which is the one that's in the poll. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. Now, he says, Death Stranding predicting the virus situation. No. I don't think he predicted anything. PW Dubs to me $1.30 and says, when I was a kid, I tripped, I fell in mud in front of my class. That was pretty embarrassing. What's the most embarrassing thing you've ever done? You already know, PW Dubs, if that's a serious question, so I'm not answering it. Okay. Savage Beast did a 1,000-bit cheer. Thank you, Savage Beast. Biggest cheer of the day. Savage Beast 7097. Thank you, Savage Beast. I appreciate that. All right. Bedsheet Cape cheers says, I didn't do nothing. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Thank you for the cheer. Snowcrawl cheers says, Phil in chat, you know about Alfred Aponte chat regular is related to Gianluigi Aponte, the billionaire owner of MSC. No. But thank you for the cheer. Giraffe Conservationalist hit me $5 and says, are you going to deliberately get everyone on your team killed in the final mission to be the ultimate renegade troll? No. The goal here is to try to have everyone survive. You're not trying to kill your whole team. I mean, renegade basically means you're a badass and you do whatever you want without caring about collateral damage. That doesn't mean you intentionally get your team killed in the final mission just to be a dick. In fact, isn't it true? You can get everyone killed, including Shepard. It's the bad ending. So I don't want that. We're going to try to have everyone survive, but I'm still going to do any renegade choices that come up. So there you go. Snorlax tipped me $1, and he says, let's see here. I don't know. That's a good question. Snorlax is basically saying, due to the tremendous amount of negativity and trolling that happened during my phone-in bankruptcy hearing last week, was this eye-opening to my lawyer and, to the court, to the trustee? Do you think that they'll change the way things are done in the future? The truth of the matter is, they almost never do phone-in proceedings at all. When you really think about it, okay? The reason that they ask you to appear in court is because they want you to raise your right hand and swear, on record that what you're saying is true. Who's to say that the person on the phone is the real person that they're saying that there are? Right? Who's to say that they really swore? Like, I think there's a lot of X factors involved here that kind of make the phone-in hearing wonky to begin with. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, obviously they're going to hold you to it. Obviously what you said on the phone, you needed to be legally correct in what you said. But I get the feeling that the reason they're doing it is because this is an unprecedented event. What's going on with this pandemic right now is unprecedented. They were never expecting this would happen. And can you imagine with the courtroom being closed more than likely the entire month of April? Can you imagine the amount of backlog that they would have? How would they ever get through legal proceedings? How would they catch up? It would take, years to catch up with a month and a half of stuff backlog. So I think that's why they did it that way. I don't think they gave two shits about trolling at all. I don't think that they did a single piece of preparation for it. I think they just figured we're just going to do it phone in and hopefully it all works out because there's nothing else we can do at this point. It's the only thing we can do to not create a giant backlog in the legal system. So, it is what it is. I had already told my lawyer about the entire situation. She was well aware of it. I have no idea if she actually notified the court about it. But it was obvious there were zero safeguards that were put in place for it. And, it's not my problem. It really isn't. It's not my problem. It's the court's job to try to figure out how to avoid shit like that, not mine. I didn't have anything to do with it. I was there on time, and I answered how I was supposed to, legally. I did everything that was required of me. So, whatever. I'm not going to sit here and worry about how the court will figure out how to make things better for them in the future. I'm just going to say, well, what happened. And now you just move on, right? Snorlax. Oh, I just answered that. Lego tipped me $1. He says, today's April 1st. Happy Phil's a Fool Day. All right. Happy Phil's a Fool Day, apparently. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Let's now give shout outs to the top cheering contributors of the week so far. Okay. In 10th place is Kate. We got a tie for 8th place. Fly Eagles Flying Captain Caveman. We got a tie for 6th place between Jumpstart and Snow Carl. 5th place is Accio Artorias. 4th place is German Handicap. 3rd place, Ryan. 2nd place, Savage Beast. 1st place, Mr. Papa. No, excuse me. A tie for 1st place between Savage Beast and Mr. Papavera. Excuse me. I did not notice that there was a tie for 1st. Now, we all know that there was a 75 gifted sub bomb the other day. However, it was anonymously done, so I can't give a shout out to the person who did it. I'll just say thank you to whoever that was. Obviously, that helped the channel tremendously, and that helps us, everyone who got a gifted sub. And obviously, we're going to have a second Viewer's Choice playthrough, so thank you for the support, all right? Outside of that, Bad Guy 42399 gifted 1 subscription this week. All right? Good stuff. All right, now, one final thing. We are currently on a 6-stream streak of me wearing the vest. 6 straight streams, guys, I've worn the vest. That's pretty crazy when you think about it. When do I wear the vest? When I hit the tips goal for the stream. All right, so I'm incredibly grateful for all of you contributing, and certainly I'm not asking for anything. But I'm just saying, you guys really seem to like the vest on the streams. I don't know why. I still don't understand it, but it seems to be an ongoing positive thing. You guys love it, and when we hit the tips goal, I put it on. Same thing today. If we hit the tips goal today, I'll put the vest on. That would make it a 7-stream streak. I don't know if we're going to hit it or not. This stream probably isn't going to be as, attended as other streams recently, especially because it's going to be, a throwback game, 10-year anniversary conclusion of Mass Effect 2. But we'll see how it goes. All right. Oh, so Alberto Ponte just tipped $2.30, and he says, hope you're good. Shout out to Snow Carl, PW Dubs, King Goken, Dearest Gangster, Iron Razor, Hermione, Philly Buckeye, Shotgun Artist, Almighty Derek, Dragon Quest fan. They call me Jim Bob, Young Remy, and other regulars. All right, thank you, Alfred, for the tip. Wow, excuse me. Snow Curl Cheers says, are you aware it's actually a gillet rather than a vest? No, I don't know the difference. I have no idea. And people call it, I didn't even call it a vest. My viewers did. They're the ones who said, where's the vest? Where's the vest? I didn't know that it was a gillet. I don't even know what a gillet is. I guess maybe the gillet, the difference isn't a vest. It's, you button it in the front and it goes over like a shirt. While this is more a jacket style with a zipper. I guess maybe it's called something different. I have no idea. So no, I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. But there you go. All right. All right, so now let us end the pre-stream. I'm going to quickly use the restroom. All right, and then we're going to get started here with Mass Effect 2's conclusion. The suicide mission. Yes. I don't remember who to pick for the suicide mission to do what part of the missions, by the way. So this could be a problem. This could be a big problem. People might die. Oh, boy. All right. I will see you guys in just a couple minutes for Mass Effect 2. For now, chill. Maybe grab a snack, use the restroom yourself. I'll be right back, and then we'll start with gameplay. Thanks. See you in a sec.